This is going to be 6th grade Social Studies East Asia test for Mr. Browder. There may be a few mispronounced words in here as I'm not in your classroom, and hopefully we'll see how I pronounce them. If it's questionable, I will spell them out for you. So number 1, the directions are 1 through 5 are modified true false. Indicate whether the statement is true with a T or false with a F. If it is false, change the underlined word or words to make the statement true. Number 1, Japan is located west of China. And west is underlined. Make sure you remember that you can pause at any time to allow more time to find your answers or think about your answers. And at any time when the test is done, if you want to go back and ask a question or review, just raise your hand and ask an instructor or teacher to follow up. It's probably faster than trying to go backwards and find it. Number 2, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. World is underlined. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Number 3, the samurai were great warriors as well as landowners. Samurai is underlined. Number 4, Japan has a higher gross national product than China. Higher is underlined. Japan has a higher gross national product than China. Number 5, education is underlined. East Asian cultures place a high value on education. Six through 10 are going to be matching. Match each item with its description. I'm going to read A is calligraphy, B, anime, A-N-I-M-E. C is spelled capital J-I-N-G-X-I, jinxie. D is haiku. E is K-pop. So number 6, short poems that follow a specific structure. Number 7, known to English speakers as Peking opera. Number 8, animation used in comic books and cartoons. Number 9, a popular type of music in East Asia. Number 10, one of the highest forms of art in China and Japan. Number 11 through 15, all the rest of them are going to be multiple choice. So, multiple choice, number 11, and indicate the answer choice that best answers the question. Number 11, which East Asian country has the largest deposits of fossil fuels? A, Mongolia, B, China, C, Japan, D, North Korea. Number 12, why are there not many trees in western and northwestern China? A, those areas are frozen tundra. B, trees in those areas died as a result of a fungus. C, those areas are too dry. D, the soil in those areas is too poor. Number 13, which of the following statements describes the Qing dynasty, Q-I-N-G? A, it was the last dynasty in China. B, the Great Wall of China was started during this dynasty. C, the first coins were created during this dynasty. Or D, it was a period of technological innovation. Number 14, in the early 1900s, How did many Chinese respond to the growth of Western influence in their country? A. They welcomed Westerners and their technology. B. They adopted many Western manners. C. They allowed Western control of the government. D. They were angry, and that anger fueled a revolution. Number 15. Which of the following statements about Japan's population policy is accurate? A. Japan has adopted a hands-off policy toward population growth. B. Japan provides programs such as child care to encourage more births. C. Japan has a one-child policy to slow uncontrolled population growth. D. Japan welcomes foreign immigrants to help build up the population. Okay, so I'm going to read the excerpt, and there's going to be some following questions about it. Southeastern China stays hot and rainy through much of the year. Vegetation is lush, and conditions are ideal for growing grain, especially rice. Farther north and eastern China, much seasonal variation occurs. Summers are hot and rainy, but winters are cold and fairly dry. China's capital, Beijing, lies in this part of the country. In the summer, temperatures in Beijing often soar above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius. In the winter, icy winds from the northwest whip through the city, and temperatures can drop below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative 18 Celsius. This comes from the World Cultures and Geography. So, number 16, based on that excerpt, what is the important crop in southeastern China? A. Wheat. B. Rye. C. Rice. D. Corn. Number 17, based on the excerpt above, which of the following describes the climate in Beijing, China's capital? A. Hot summers and cold winters. B. Mild summers and cold winters. C. Hot summers and mild winters. Or D. Mild summers and mild winters. Alright, so I'm going to read another excerpt, and numbers 18 and 19 are going to be based on that. Japan was ruled by emperors, but over time they began to lose power, and eventually land-owning families set up a feudal system. Under this system, high nobles gave land to lesser nobles in return for their loyalty and military service. At the bottom of the social ladder, peasants farmed nobles' estates in exchange for protection. By the 1100s, armies of local nobles had begun fighting for control of Japan. Minamoto Yoritomo became Japan's first shogun, or military leader. Land-owning warriors called samurais supported the shogun. Although the emperor kept his title, the shoguns held the real power. So number 18, based on the excerpt, what person had the most power in feudal Japan? A. Samurai. B. Emperor. C. Noble. D. Shogun. Number 19, based on the excerpt, who created the feudal system? A. Emperors. B. Landowning families. C. Shoguns. D. Peasants. Number 20 is going to be your essay. So answer the following question on a separate piece of paper. Number 20 is going to be explain how rapid economic growth can lead to problems for a country's environment. Use China and Japan as examples in your answer. Use standard grammar, spelling, sentence structure, and punctuation. And that will be the end of your test.